I'm just going to briefly walk you through going through the Bible translations area of the new Grace Mobile 2 application. As you can see, we're at the home screen. If I click on Bible translations, I will be presented with a list of all the available translations. To the right of each translation is a nifty little button. If we click that, it'll give us some information on each translation and its origins and some of its copyright information if available. And clicking on any one will bring up the following screens that will allow you to choose which book and chapter. And the first thing you're going to notice when you are presented with the chapter is that each of the verses is clearly differentiated by their numbers. Scrolling down, obviously, will let you move around in the chapter. As you can see on my screen right now, there's those buttons that come and go. These are for zooming in and out. If you're using a touchscreen device that supports multi-touch, you'll be able to just use your fingers and use pinch and zoom. If not, you can use the buttons. You'll see that the screen will automatically relay itself out to the size. So if you're having trouble reading something, it's fairly easy to just zoom in and get a better view of it. So back to these verses. In the beginning of each verse, you'll see that you'll see the verse number. These little bubble icons indicate that there is a commentary associated with that particular verse. Now, you'll see not every verse has a commentary. But let's take a look at verse 1 here. When we click on the number, we're presented with this little action screen. We'll see commentary, bookmarks, sharing, and copying. So basically what we have here is, if I click on commentary, I'm going to be presented with the commentary for that particular verse. And you'll see it's actually quite expansive. There's quite a bit of information in there. I'm just going to hit the back button and open that up again. And bookmarks. Bookmarks are a little bit unique in Grace Mobile 2, as in you don't actually have to enter a note. You can use them actually just as highlighters. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bookmark Genesis 1 here, and I'm not going to put anything in as a note. I'm just going to hit save. And what that's going to do for me, you'll see, is it's going to give me the bookmarked icon as well as highlight that verse. Now if we go back out to the main screen with the menu button and go into preferences, we can turn this off. We don't have to have this highlighting for every bookmark. So if you choose that you do not want the highlighting, it is fairly easy to just go in there and turn that off. You will still be presented with this little star icon telling you that that verse has been bookmarked. When the verse is bookmarked, and if you did want more than just to highlight it, you did actually want to add an actual note in there, you could. You'll see that just because this was an empty bookmark, we're presented with NA, which means there's nothing there. But we can go ahead and type in something random here just for demonstration. And we're just going to hit the save. And what that's going to do is that's just going to save that with that bookmark. And every time we come back to that particular bookmark, that note will be there. If we wanted to edit that, we can do the same thing, come back into there, and we can edit our bookmark. If you wanted to delete the bookmark, hit the menu button on your device, and you'll see you're presented with delete and share. Sharing is just like, well, let me hit delete here. I'm going to get rid of this one to show you what happens. You'll see that goes away. But the sharing in there is just like this sharing button. And what will happen is if you hit the share button, that particular verse will be you'll be presented with the options of how you want to share it, whether that be with Facebook, Twitter, via text message, or any other client applications you might have on your phone that are capable of sharing text data. And copy over here, the last button, basically copies that verse to your device's clipboard, allowing you to paste it into pretty much any other application um, that you so desire. So if you had another, like a Word application or something else that you were working in, you can come in here, find a verse, copy it, and go back out and paste it into there. Just going to briefly add, you'll see that there's no commentary icon at verse 4, even though I clicked on it. So I'm still presented with the bookmark sharing and copying buttons, just not the commentary button, because there's no commentary for verse 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a bookmark for verse 4 there. I'm just going to save that real quick, just to demonstrate what happens when we come back to the main menu. So I'm going to hit the back button, and I'm going to just go right back to the main menu here. And you'll see we also have the bookmarks here. And if I hit this, it's just going to bring up a list of all of our bookmarks. It's going to show you when you created them, anytime you changed them, last time you looked at it, and some of the text, not all of the text. If you made a really long bookmark, it's not going to show you the entire bookmark right here, but it will give you a preview of what text is in the bookmark. And just like as if we were in the chapter viewer, we're presented with this screen when we click on it. And if we hit the menu button, we're also given those options to delete or share it. And so I'm just going to come back out here. And that's basically it for working with translations and their bookmarks and commentaries.